What's good, Raider Nation? Buckle up, because we're diving into some juicy Las Vegas Raiders news that's been floating around. There's a wild rumor out there that the Raiders might be eyeing a big-name free agent, a former Pro Bowl running back worth millions, to join our backfield. Can you guess who? It's none other than Nick Chubb, formerly of the Cleveland Browns. But hold up, is this legit or just off-season hype? Let's break it down and see what's really cooking in Vegas. This rumor kicked off when Athlon Sports dropped a piece on May 23, 2025, suggesting the Raiders could be sniffing around Chubb to share the load with our shiny new draft pick, Ashton Jeanty. Now, Chubb's a beast. When healthy, he was a top-tier running back, racking up over 1,000 yards for seasons straight before injuries hit. But with our stacked backfield, does this move even make sense for the silver and black? Let's dig into the details and find out if Raider Nation should get excited or pump the brakes. Here's the deal. The Raiders just drafted Ashton Jeanty 6 overall, the highest running back pick since Saquon Barkley in 2018. That's a massive investment, and Janney's college stats: 2,497 yards and 29 touchdowns in his last season at Boise State have us hyped. But with 750 college carries, some folks are wondering if the Raiders need a veteran like Chubb to keep Janney fresh. Sound intriguing, right? What do you think? Could Chubb fit in Vegas? Or is our backfield already set? Before we go all in on this rumor, let's get real. Vincent Bonsignori from the Las Vegas Review-Journal shut this down hard, saying Chubb likely wants guaranteed playing time, which he won't get behind Janney and veteran Raheem Mostert. Plus, we got young guns like Sincere McCormick and Zamir White ready to roll. So, is this Chubb talk just noise, or is there more to it? Stick around as we unpack this rumor and what it means for the Las Vegas Raiders in 2025. Raider Nation, let's talk about Nick Chubb, the guy at the center of this Las Vegas Raiders news storm. If you're new to the NFL or just need a refresher, Chubb was a second-round pick by the Browns in 2018 and quickly became a fan favorite. From 2018 to 2022, he was a rushing machine, piling up 6,341 yards and 48 touchdowns, earning 4 straight Pro Bowl nods. That's the kind of firepower that gets fans dreaming of big plays in the silver and black. But here's the catch. Chubb's not the same player he was. In 2023, a brutal knee injury, torn MCL and ACL, sidelined him for most of the season, and in 2024 he played just 8 games, managing only 332 yards at a career-low 3.3 yards per carry. Ouch! Add a broken foot late last year, and it's clear why teams are hesitant. Still, Chubb's been posting insane workout videos, squatting over 500 pounds, showing he's not done yet. So, why are Raiders fans even talking about him? The rumor comes from the idea that our new star, Ashton Jeanty, might need a veteran to share the load. Janney's a workhorse, but 750 college carries raise questions about wear and tear. Chubb, at 29, could be a low-risk, high-reward signing on a cheap deal, right? He's got the pedigree, and a 1-year prove-it contract could make sense. But is that enough to tempt the Raiders, or are we just chasing ghosts? What's your take? Would you sign Chubb for depth, or is he too big a risk? Here's where it gets tricky. The Browns moved on from Chubb after drafting 2 running backs in 2025, Quinton Judkins and Dylan Sampson, while keeping Jerome Ford on a restructured deal. Chubb's still a free agent, and teams like the Bears, Broncos, and Chiefs have been linked to him. But for the Raiders, our backfield's already crowded, and Bonsignori's sources say it's a no-go. Let's dive deeper into why this rumor doesn't hold up for the Las Vegas Raiders. All right, Raider Nation, let's get to heart of why this Nick Chubb rumor feels like a long shot for the Las Vegas Raiders. Our running back room is straight up stacked. With Ashton Jeanty leading the charge, we got a rookie phenom who's already being called the next big thing. His college tape is unreal. Think 5.6 yard per carry and a knack for breaking tackles. This guy's ready to carry the load at Allegiant Stadium. Then there's Raheem Mostert, the veteran speedster who's still got plenty in the tank. Last season with the Dolphins, Mostert ran for 879 yards and 8 touchdowns, proving he can handle RB1 duties or split carries. Behind him, we got Sincere McCormick, who showed flashes of brilliance in limited snaps last year, averaging 4.8 yards per carry. And don't sleep on Zamir White, who's been grinding for his shot with 397 yards in 2024. Why mess with this crew? The Raiders front office, led by GM Ed Spytek, seems content with this group. Drafting Janney 6th overall was a statement. They're building the run game around him. Adding Chubb would mean taking carries away from these guys, and Bonsignore is clear. Chubb wants a starting role, not a backup gig. So, why even consider him when our depth chart's already bursting? Raider Nation, do you think we need another back, or is this lineup ready to dominate? This isn't just about talent. It's about strategy. Pete Carroll, our new head coach, loves a balanced attack, and Janney's versatility fits perfectly. Mostert's speed, McCormick's upside, and White's power give us options galore. Signing Chubb could clog the depth chart and eat up cap space better spent elsewhere, like bolstering our linebacker core or secondary. Let's look at what the Raiders are really prioritizing for 2025. Raider Nation, let's shift gears and talk about the bigger picture for the Las Vegas Raiders in 2025. Pete Carroll's at the helm, bringing his championship pedigree from Seattle, where he had just 3 losing seasons in 14 years. The man's a culture builder, and he's already reshaping the silver and black with focus on discipline, grit, and a killer run game. So, where does a guy like Nick Chubb fit in this new era? Carroll's all about maximizing what we've got, and that starts with Ashton Jeanty. Sources from The Athletic say Carroll sees Janney as the cornerstone of our offense, paired with quarterback Geno Smith's veteran savvy. The plan is to pound the rock at Allegiant Stadium, where the Raiders are expected to go 7-2 at home in 2025, per SI.com predictions. With Mostert, McCormick, and White backing Janney, there's no room for Chubb's injury risks or salary demands. That said, Carroll's not blind to roster gaps. Experts like Eric D. Williams from Fox Sports point out our linebacker and secondary need work, with names like Divine Deblo and Trayvon Moehrig needing to step up. The offensive line's another question mark. Could we use that cap space to protect Geno instead of signing another back? What do you think, Raider Nation? Should we double down on the run game or shore up other spots? The Chubb rumor feels like a distraction when you look at Carroll's track record. He's not chasing big-name free agents for the sake of hype. He wants players who fit his system. Janney's the future, and our current backs are ready to roll. Let's talk about why the Raiders are saying no thanks to Chubb and focusing on their young talent instead. Raider Nation, let's put this Nick Chubb rumor to bed once and for all. Vincent Bonsignore's take in the Las Vegas Review-Journal is crystal clear. Chubb's not coming to the Las Vegas Raiders. Why? Because our backfield's already a logjam, and Chubb's looking for a team where he can be the guy. With Ashton Jeanty locked in as RB1, and Raheem Mostert as a proven RB2, there's no starting spot for a 29-year-old coming off major injuries. Chubb's resume is legit. 6,843 career yards and 51 touchdowns speak for themselves. But his 2023 knee injury and 2024 broken foot have teams worried. In 8 games last season, he averaged just 3.3 yards per carry, a far cry from his 5.0-plus days. The Raiders aren't in the business of taking risks on players who need heavy carries to prove they're back. Would you take a chance on Chubb, or is it too big a gamble for the silver and black? Then there's the money. Even on a cheap deal, Chubb's not signing for peanuts, and the Raiders have bigger needs. ESPN's 2025 schedule analysis highlights our tough early road trips, like facing the Patriots and Commanders. That means investing in depth at linebacker or cornerback, not another running back. Our cap space is better spent on players who can start now, not a reclamation project. The final nail in the coffin? Chubb's market is quiet for a reason. Teams like the Bears or Chiefs, who didn't draft running backs, are better fits. Per CBS Sports, the Raiders with Janney, Mostert, McCormick, and White are set. Let's move on to what's really exciting. How our backfield's shaping up for Week 1 against the Patriots. Raider Nation, let's get hyped about the real star of this Las Vegas Raiders news, Ashton Jeanty. Drafted 6th overall, this kid's a game changer. In his final year at Boise State, he racked up 2,497 yards and 29 touchdowns, finishing as a Heisman runner-up with 2,017 points, just behind Travis Hunter. That's the kind of explosive talent we've been craving in Vegas. Janney's not just a one-trick pony. His 5.6 yards per carry and 43 receptions in college show he's a three-down back who can run, catch, and block. Pete Carroll's already designing plays to get him in space. Pretty athletic. And fans on X are buzzing about Janney as a Rookie of the Year favorite, with Raheem Mostert mentoring him. Could this duo be the NFL's next dynamic backfield? What's your bold prediction for Janney's rookie season? Sure, Janney's 750 college carries raised durability questions, but that's why we got depth. Mostert's speed complements Janney's power, while McCormick and White can spell them both. The Raiders' run game ranked 22nd in 2024 with 1,947 yards, but with Janney leading the charge, we could crack the top 10 in 2025. Imagine him tearing up Allegiant Stadium against the Jaguars in Week 2. The Chubb rumor only popped up because folks are worried about Janney's workload. But Raider Nation, we don't need a 29-year-old vet slowing us down. Janney's the future, and he's got the tools to carry this team. Let's look at how our other backs are stepping up to make this unit unstoppable. Raider Nation, the Las Vegas Raiders backfield isn't just about Ashton Jeanty. It's a full-on squad. Raheem Mostert, Sincere McCormick, and Zamir White bring a mix of experience, upside, and grit that makes this group one of the deepest in the NFL. Forget Nick Chubb. Our guys are ready to make noise in 2025. Let's break down why this crew has us so pumped. Raheem Mostert at 33 is still a speed demon. In 2024, he averaged 4.9 yards per carry and scored 8 touchdowns for Miami, proving he's got plenty left. His veteran presence is huge for Janney, teaching him the ropes of the NFL game. Plus, Mostert's 4.3-second 40-yard dash speed means he's a home run threat every time he touches the ball. How many big plays do you think he'll break this season? Sincere McCormick and Zamir White are the young guns waiting for their moment. McCormick, a 2021 undrafted gem, flash potential with 4.8 yards per carry in limited action last year. White, a 2022 fourth-rounder, ran for 397 yards in 2024 and showed he can handle a bigger role. With Pete Carroll's run-heavy scheme, these guys could be key depth pieces or even trade bait if they shine in camp. This depth is why the Chubb rumor never made sense. Why add another back when we've got 4 guys who can ball? Sporting News predicts a 7-10 season for the Raiders, with Janney and Mostert leading the way. Our focus should be on how this group gels in training camp, not chasing free agents. Let's wrap this up with a look at what's next for the Silver and Black. Raider Nation, we've debunked the Nick Chubb rumor and shown why the Las Vegas Raiders are set at running back. With Ashton Jeanty, Raheem Mostert, Sincere McCormick, and Zamir White, our backfield's ready to dominate in 2025. Pete Carroll's got this team on the right track, and the hype is real for our season opener against the Patriots on September 7th. Are you ready to see Janney run wild at Allegiant Stadium? The Raiders' bigger challenges lie elsewhere. Fox Sports and ESPN highlight our linebacker and secondary as weak spots, with names like Jack Beck, our second-round wideout, expected to make an instant impact. Carroll's got a tough schedule ahead. Road games against the Patriots and Commanders early, but a strong run game could keep us in every fight. What's the one position you think we should upgrade before Week 1? As we gear up for the season, the Las Vegas Raiders news is all about building a winner. Forget the Chubb hype. Our focus is on Janney becoming a star and Carroll turning this team into a playoff contender. The Athletic says we could hit 9-8 if everything clicks. Imagine that first winning season since 2021. Raider Nation, what's your record prediction for 2025? Drop it in the comments. All right, Silver and Black faithful, let's keep the energy high. Smash that like button. Drop your thoughts on Janney and the Raiders backfield, and subscribe for more Las Vegas Raiders news. Share this video with your fellow fans, and let's get ready to raid the NFL in 2025. Just win, baby.